Hallo ihr Lieben, heute bin ich mal spontan, also Mo ist spontan live. Hallo ihr Lieben, heute bin ich mal spontan, ja, genau, also hatte ich jetzt mal Bock auf Trails in the Sky, was für mich einer der besten JRPG-Reihen überhaupt ist, neben Final Fantasy, seitdem ich das erste Game vor 3 oder 4 Jahren mal zum ersten Mal gespielt habe. Und ja, wir steigen dann auch. Ich hoffe, ihr habt soweit einen guten Morgen und ja, wir steigen dann doch mal direkt ein, würde ich sagen. Warum wird mir das Spiel jetzt nicht angezeigt? Jetzt. Okay. Muss ich gerade nochmal mein Gamepad richten. Und dann machen wir mal hart. Hallo. Nee, Moment mal. Ich wollte nämlich. Wir starten das gerade nochmal neu. Dann lade ich nämlich gerade mal die Clear-Data. Weil ich wollte mit meinen Errungenschaften aus dem ersten Durchlauf, den ich damals gemacht habe, mal ja, genau. Achso, das Game ist halt für alle, die es nicht wissen, ist halt komplett in Englisch. Ich werde es jetzt auch nicht, ich werde es zwar vorlesen, aber ich werde es jetzt nicht irgendwie übersetzen, weil das gibt dann zu viel Knoten im Hirn, wenn ich jetzt nur das Gelesene übersetzen müsste und dann, ja, und das kostet dann auch noch mal ein bisschen Zeit, also von daher will ich das jetzt nicht machen. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today too. And Shara's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored, maybe I just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Hey, I'm home. Daddy. Sorry to have you kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me though, I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something from a training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty, and jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now, why don't you come and have a look? What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss, you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Looks kind of dead, if you ask me. I treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly, and he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that too. He certainly does have a nice head of hair, dark hair, and a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who's this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray mommy? Where have you been picking up these kind of words? No doubt from Sherazade, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all that nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. And I don't even know his name. You mean razor business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Wow, his eyes are really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does this things just work out that way for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bride. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! You're sure shouting a lot for someone who is supposed to be heard. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bride. She's my daughter. And don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute, don't try and change this up. Ow! Quit yelling! Alright, already. But you jumping on me like this isn't going to make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear yelling? Never mind, just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Your name, you know, that thing that people call you. I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? Seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve your deterrent. Fine. My name is... Ach ja, jetzt kommt erstmal der Vorspann. Das ist natürlich bei den letzten Rails-Teilen ein bisschen angenehmer zum Streamen. Da ist dann das meiste vertont, aber da die beiden Trilogien halt so aufeinander aufbauen, dachte ich, ich fange in jedem Fall mal mit dem mit Trails in the Sky an und werde das auch mal versuchen durchzuziehen, dass die Trails-Teile am Stück mal auf einem festen Slot, sobald, also erstmal spontan und jetzt einen festen Slot am Wochentag mit einem der anderen Spiele fertig bin. Nee, ich könnte eigentlich montags, ja, ich könnte montags endlich einen Trails-Tag machen. Ich meine, Trails of Cold Steel 4 fehlt mir halt noch, aber bis wir da dran sind mit Stream, ist es dann, bis wir da dran sind mit Stream, ist mindestens noch ein Viertel bis halbes Jahr oder so, denke ich. Der Best Release von Trails of Zero. Das ist sozusagen das Mitglied zwischen den beiden Trilogien. Das ist halt schon mega, was die Reihe halt auf der Meta-Ebene sozusagen für eine weitschreitige Story erzählt. Get so bright in here. Yeah. I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Ah, I guess that's a no. Well, I guess I'd better get myself ready then, too. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though even the roosters still have backs under their eyes. Not that I mind. What with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber? What do you mean, woman? We're the same age, and I'm hardly a man. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I'm clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah. How fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful yet some more wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What it's called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, the whereabouts of light. Whereabouts ist verbleibt Licht oder naja. Lass schon. Ich glaube irgendwie sowas in die Richtung. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think. The harmonica is much easier. It really is just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl is gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Also, I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sport shoes? That's enough. Talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collection a long time ago. Really? I believe that when I stopped finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. It's breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry down before it gets cold? Okay, I'm on my way. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, I'm stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's that's right. I'll brief you of everything learned up to this point. Once we're finished, we will be praisers, just like you did. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior praiser in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged praiser. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you too. That's a spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Wait, what? Test? Please tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning in the training. Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap, totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't spread it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sea. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. That's rare. The two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's going to be waiting there for us. It's like a plan, you know how crazy, scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything particular you would like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I like to eat, huh? How about Moon-style scalloped fish and a balsamic reindeer sauce? What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. You're right, just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I just have the usual fried fish and omelette. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something eatable. How rude, but I can actually say so. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. 500 mirror. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, thanks Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Charizard my regards. Ja, da fällt mir ein, ich wollte gerade noch hier drüben was gucken, und zwar was denn da, genau. So. Na dann, machen wir uns mal auf zu Charizard. Ich meine, ich könnte mich natürlich, wenn ich mich richtig erinnere, dann gab es dann irgendwie, also das ist das Einzige, was mich ein bisschen stört, kaum Loot in dem Spiel, außerhalb der Dungeons halt. Man kann keine Häuser oder so looten. City of Roland. Aber eben bekam mir irgendwie gar keine Anzeige, wie viel Zeit jetzt zwischen der ersten Szene und jetzt vergangen ist. Das ist ein bisschen merkwürdig. Looks like we made a good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we had to study so hard to become racers. You're in luck. Today's our last day of training. Truth be told though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright, so let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go. Meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild. Over there then. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Aina. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Charizard, the Star and the Hanged Man, the Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a racer myself. I give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you! Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. Wah, Joshua, Shara's picking on me. Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an ornament with some practice eventually. Probably. I guess that's not much I can do now, except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what are you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get awake, reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? No, that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is a minimal level of knowledge that racers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. What would you like to know about? Options are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or processed septium installed. Also, it's only been about 50 years since their invention. These devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. About races. Races are investigative public specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Racer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the races in each region. About the Liberal Kingdom. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Lemurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of Zaptium on the continent, and it's known for its high level of technology used to develop ornaments. Open technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence, as it has contended with neighboring nations. Enlightenment Windows 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive. But thanks to the Queen's political finesse, little rule enjoys. So, this will go. Let's see, since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I let you off the hook this time, this condensed review. I'm going to speed these things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara, how is today's practical training any different from the training you've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have both of you run through everything as if this was a real appraiser job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at the desk involved. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you have to go out and make physical effort to accomplish your task. And make sure you have to have your work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do. If I had to sit another day with my tush parked at the desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. But suddenly you're all bright and cheerful still. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have it. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there's something that we need to give the both of you. Einar, are they ready? Yes, they are. Right, you two, go get one for each of yourself. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Tracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find where these kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, it sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh, please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. So, bevor ich's vergesse, ich muss gerade mal mein Handy aufladen. Jetzt habe ich nachher ein Problem. Yeah, I'm sure there were two. Keep an accurate account of all events is an important duty for operators. So get with the program and stop trying to make that out more than it really is itself. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. The bulletin board is approached. An exclamation mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting the job names on the list, you can choose the details. Bulletin board is over there. Okay. Client turns out pay 500 lira, details direct request. This training will involve searching the doers beneath Roland and bringing back the contents of the chest. See Sherazade for details. Details of the confirmed job on the bulletin board and other important events will be automatically recorded and traced. If Tracer notebook can easily be found by clicking on the Books tab of the Items menu. It can also be accessed by configuring the Tracer book shortcut buttons configuration menu. Very good. Looks like you were able to see it posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the basic functions Tracer performs on the job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also important. Really is starting to style. Sure, there's a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I just have to be more motivated. Is that so? Had a change of heart, you betcha. Before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We're heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Ovalfest factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Here's where you will learn how to use an oval factory. Oval factory, you can modify your oval to support cards in order to use oval arts. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these oval factories. Anyways, this is about as much as I can explain. I leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from you. No problem, bring everything to me. So, what does the technical orbits are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects, installation of various types of satellites, airship engines, and on are also types of orbits. However, the one we'll be discussing today are battle orbits, which enhance the user's physical abilities and the possibility to use magic powers, and which orbit is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude. The structures for these devices are too difficult for each other, often the shape of the fixed elementals very animated layman's. In order to install quotes, you must first have by default the central slot is open, but other slots must be opened at an oval factory like this to take a fair amount of levels to EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening the most as possible. So what is that you would like to know about? Simply put, oval arts are magic which can be discharged exclusively through use of battle orbits. In other words, a number of particular using the oval energy stored mechanical there almost firstly referred to as arts, probably you have been called that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them in the presentation of corresponding arts, must first be synthesized as an oval factory. Orbits are also set up so that once a particular port is installed, the slot owner will be able to use those arts. The type of art can be used also changes depending on the elemental value and the combination of basically, if you want to use water art, all you have to do is install chords with the water element value. When you reality or it's too much more complex than what I've described, but I think this information should suffice for now. So what is what you like to know about the fact green, black, space, gold, mirage, step is getting extended from mirror almost anywhere. It's an old factor it can be used to synthesize chords to starts and which turns out synthesize chords. So what is it that looks like Mr. Melders has questions, but if there's nothing else, then let's have you go to use the services here. For that, you're going to need some service. Receive several each type of service. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few chords. Now I want you to begin by first making a mental because any element is okay, but for you, Joshua, there has to be a time element of chords. Normally, at the shop, you would be able to exchange circles for mirror, but this training not be able to use the service. Counter. The top mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display a list. Select modify to 18 to over factory services. Tutorial, aber okay. Oh. Nee, oder? Ich hab's mal wieder falsch gemacht. Ich hab's mal wieder falsch gemacht. Ich wollte ja die Sachen mit rübernehmen. Das ist standardmäßig auf Do Not Carry Over. Natürlich nicht umgestellt. Ja, wir sind ja noch relativ am Anfang. Dann sicherheitshalber speichere ich den nochmal. Ja. Ich gebe jetzt gleich die Dialoge soweit. Ich glaube, den Vorspann kann ich leider nicht skippen, aber carry over. Den Vorspann kann ich leider nicht skippen, aber dann ja, ich weiß, es ist jetzt ein bisschen ärgerlich, aber ansonsten ist der Hard Mode ein bisschen, man kann halt auch später nicht den Schwierigkeitsgrad, glaube ich, wechseln. Ist der Hartmut ein bisschen hart? Ohne das Equipment. Nee, ich habe gerade keine Möglichkeit, das wegzudrücken. Schneller. Jetzt Beschreibung nicht lesen und so. Aber ich glaube, gut, theoretisch kann man Trails of Cold Steel. Ich habe halt eigentlich alle Trails und Sky-Teile gespielt. Kann man theoretisch dann auch verstehen, ohne Trails und Sky-Teile. Ja, da gibt halt einige Spiele, zum Beispiel Charaktere wie Agathe, das war Egget, das ist Egget, nee, aber ich kommt wirklich, glaube ich, keine Einblendung, wie viel Zeit seitdem vergangen ist. Oder? Nö, geht einfach direkt weiter. So. Schwierigkeitsgrad dazu gibt es nicht mehr. Finde ich natürlich auch ganz schön. Ich glaube, die Gegner verlieren wir trotzdem mit vom Level. Sozusagen mit Güter. Ja, okay. Das ist jetzt das gibt ich dann jetzt natürlich auch. Das macht keinen Sinn, nicht nochmal zu lesen. Die muss ich tatsächlich. Das heißt, since you have both recovery and tech set up the animals. Balance your answer as I like done here and should make dealing with answers much easier. Additionally, the present will contain information about which cards are lying to like useful to train. Now it's time to move on to what you both patient test. Or did you just say test? Honestly, tell me that you forgot about the test again. Can you? I remind you just this morning that you mentioned it directly remember some sort of talking along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of embracing guilt and humanity. Oh well, what's that to worry that now? Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for about a little less yapping and a little more rocking. Joshua, help me! Mr. Mulder's ready, saying, if you don't mention it, good luck. It's a test of yours. It will be really for you. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. While training is finally come down to this, your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you learned up to this point. Understood. What's wrong, Mr. Shara? What now? I was kind of wondering what to say. I'm not going to be a paper test or something that Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something. You just read what it said on the bulletin board. Not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your praise of it. That to be sure this job doesn't mention searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief. Oh, divine Adios. I give thanks to thee for the infinite grace and bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as food. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test. I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in the class. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to release things about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about the both of you try to at least look a little anxious? Just so you know, though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. Well, if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in rural sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of the test, which has been placed somewhere within the area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so if you don't need to worry about getting lost. However, there's a real living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let down your guard, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget it. This book for it's called Monster Guide, and it's used to record information about monsters and other components you need. Whenever you figure out these attributes, you should make immediate note of that in there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information. But right, that's exactly what I'm saying. You got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Shara. We'll put it to use. Well, alright, let's get pumped and knock out this test. Don't forget this is the exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. Not unworkable. That peaceful recovery point that is each minute become rules. The battles. Not charging stations are recommended. Every time. rest option. It's like a plan to me. What's the drop? Be careful with the left and taking water. Okay, blind side. Got it. I'm just gonna proceed from far away. Skating from behind is advantage.
We're good to go.
Let's use arms and effects. Okay. Good at rewarding physical attack after the make long range attacks possible. Not very right time to get fast. Arts used. Recovered from resting in hotels where you can charge stations. It's just around power. Ja.
Let's move it.
That's some other effects besides losing and damage. They was shot. What is that? Craft of range limits can equalize instantly. He's gained back out or leading damage to effect.
We're good to go.
That is empty because of this work. Die sind immer cool. Die gibt es nur in der englischen Übersetzung. Die lernen tun ist dort. Leider bei der PlayStation-Version von Trails of Cold Steel nicht mehr. Aber war auch ein anderes Team. Surprise and the group take care of it. So using an S-grab or aspiration with a trick. Catch or SCP. Yes, he's 100 to pull out one of those moves. Break the action with allow it Let's break.
Let's move out.
You wanted to turn the symbols and such a thing. There are a lot of breaks hit no battle order make an enemy of them. That's weird. There's a couple of boxes inside. Good at first. It's not just one or two. It's kind of interesting. Whenever it's inside, remember it's the mission is to search and you show that inside these boxes. It doesn't fall under our mission objective. You're not fun at all. It's nothing to do with our mission. And it's not like honest curiosity. You know, we're the only ones down here who can get away with easy speed, right? You like incubate, test, and you say the F word, yeah. Not those boxes could be there. What's this? New jobs. Nothing illegal, we would have the right to open it. But let's get up. So you probably have to know what's inside when it asks Miss Sharon when we get back. But for now we need to focus on getting it out of here. Alright. Na dann, so, jetzt. Dass die Monster nicht einfach wieder gerade work you to as a rule of training I'm going to need to confirm the items in the possession. Yep, you will be alright, I don't see. But the evidence of temple is a close one. I figured you would try and set up a slide. Congratulations. both of you. You have successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't really think something that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So, Shara, what's in those boxes? You had to get. That's for me to know and you to find out after your training is finished. That's enough to chat for now, so let's get back to work. You still have some things left to do. Seriously, but didn't you just say that you passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the result of your work. Read that you're both tired, but to share your duties. Let's get back to the girls. When was the day going to be over? Oh well, no sense of giving up when the finish line is in sight. Agreed. Seems like we're within reaching distance of our goal. Training someone to report whenever you finish the job, it's your duty to report the result of your work to the guild. The situation and the steps you took to get there are all part of your job as a tracer. You can report your results to the front desk in each guild branch. As you already know by now, Aina is in charge at the Roman branch. In addition, this is where you will be paid for your work. I look forward to seeing great things from the both of you. Now that we're here, why don't you both go ahead and report the results of today's training? Upon approaching the counter, Dogmark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display a list of options. Select report to report to the guild. Good job, you two. It seems like you were able to complete your objective without running into any more problems. Another thing to take note of is that depending on how you handle the job, you may see an increase or decrease the amount of pay you receive. When you report the results of your work to the guild, pay in the form of mirror singular receipt. You will also accumulate points, which are known as BP. Bracer points. BP are an indication of your achievement as a bracer. When these points exceed a certain value, you will advance in the rank as a bracer and be awarded special equipment by the guild. The rank of junior bracer starts at 9. It goes all the way up to 1. Please have your signs on first rank and work hard. The amount of mirror and BP received will also record it in your bracer book. Please have a look sometime later. All that's left to do now is finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later. I'm sorry about putting more work on your plate today than usual. Don't worry about it. Training new braces is important for the future of the guild. I fully intend to bring these two to the bone in any case. To the bone? And Shara. Let me say it again. Good work, you two. You have now officially completed the entire training course. Now you learn from your real-world experience. Well then, Shazad sold out the 2 small boxes. The answers boxes. In answer to your question, yes, these are the boxes retrieved during today's test. You seem awfully curious to find out what's inside this town. You're saying that it's okay if you open them? And that's right. Why don't you both of you have a look and see what's inside? Sweet. Alright, let's have a look. As Tom Joshua opens the boxes. Received Junior Bracer Emblem. That's crest us, so does it mean that we are still bright, Joshua Bright? Beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as junior bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two, and welcome to the fold. Did you hear that, Joshua? We become members of the Bracer Guild. So I'm a bracer now. The realization is only now just beginning to sink in. Come on, Joshua. You should be jumping for joy or running around and screaming at the top of your lungs like this. Look at us now, world. We did it. I was happy until you made my eardrums bleed. I hate to interrupt celebrations, Estelle, but I need to take off now. There's some backup work that needs my immediate attention. We understand. You have been spending a lot of extra hours working with us during this busy time for the guild. Before you head out, Shara, I just want to say thanks. Likewise, I appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Shara. Don't mention it. Training new recruits raises many duties. Believe it or not, I was once in your shield a long time ago. The cast restrained me. That's why I got so much respect from my dad. There's actually much more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged bracers early on so you can help guide those recruits who come after yourself. And in time, I hope to see you both become respectable bracers like your father. Anyway, I leave you with that thought. I just don't get it. Get what? This is Sherazad, aka the Silver Streak, one of the most skilled young bracers we're talking about. So why is that she holds that in such high esteem? He is just like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who's always out doing who knows what instead of being a father. A no-good middle-aged man. From your viewpoint, it doesn't come as a surprise that you would see him in that fashion. Never mind. That's very important. You should let that know and qualify as junior bracers, right? I just have to show. Hi, Richard. Looks like your training is over. I'm humbled to know that you two are the youngest ever to pass a bracer exam. Forward to working with you in the same capacity ourselves as well. I have to get back to work now, but if there's something you don't understand, give me a honor. Congratulations, you two are now official members of the Bracer Group. Now I'm going to be passing jobs to you that can bring you on. That's all I have to say. I look forward to working with you. Hurry up and come. Wait for me, Luke. Oh, oh great, it's Joshua. Great, it's terrible. What's a big hurry? How about I figure headed? Out of town alone, are you? It's so full of monsters, you know. It's such a pest, Estelle. Don't you know there's no room for girls to be sticking their big fat noses into boys' business? Quit acting like you're a bracer, you wanna be. How wrong you are, Luke. How incredibly wrong. You're more wrong than a fool who thinks there's better tasting milk in liberals than the milk that comes from Brazil Farm. What? No, no way. You're full of it, Estelle. In fact, as of just a few minutes ago, we qualified to become real bracers. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Real bracers. More like bracers. Don't think you should be getting on your high horse just yet, Estelle. Now high pony on the other hand. Quit being a killjoy. Wow, you two are great. I'm so happy for the both of you. Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy. Unlike that smart, alike, and cynical brat you call a friend. This isn't fair. I was supposed to become a bracer first. I can't accept that Joshua became a bracer before me, but getting past by the likes of Estelle. What's the likes of Estelle supposed to mean? Just so you know, you can't even be a bracer until you're 16 years old. Get it? Only mature people allowed. Little kids who are still going to Sunday school. I don't know how I should put it, this Estelle. It's Estelle, but Sunday is dying to have you back. You better watch out, Estelle. I'm going to go train at my secret base, and before you know it, I'm gonna be a racer too. Come on, Pen, let's go. Alright, I'm coming. See you later, Estelle. Bye, Joshua. That boy, is trying to pick a fight with me. I wonder if he just plain hates me or something. As I think it's the exact opposite. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it, it's just passing. At any rate, what do you think Luke meant when he said secret base? I don't know why, but somehow it makes me a bit curious. I know exactly what you mean. Secret base sounds really intriguing. The cruel heart of a young child can be so inspiring at times. That's not really what I meant by curious. Tauschen noch mal ein paar Sachen zu gegen. Congratulations, you two. You finally become grace. These things. Still, you are ready to. Why do you always have to ruin the moment, Joshua? I should be this happy because I earned it. Should at least let me bask in glory. Sometimes you can just be so. But it's still that you become crazy, you're going to have to get over your little problems all at once. Man, you too? Why do you have to why do you have to go and spoil my day by saying things like that? If you have any other business needs, don't forget to stop by. Na gut, jetzt sind 5 Gegner scheint doch ein bisschen ein paar Level zu unterstützen. Hello, Estelle. Market for today and purchase. Now that you mentioned, are there anyone else? Like the news triggers, you actually already forgot where you came in to begin with. I'm not here to shop, is supposed to buy a copy of the liberal news for that, right? Okay, of course. Haha, you've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you? I'm afraid the news triggers aren't out yet. However, I have some copies of the liberal news, and that's what you're after. Alright, I take my copies and come somewhere here, please. I know my dad always buys a copy of this magazine, but does it really sell that well? It sure does. The news has an excellent reporter and camera. They've done a great job reporting this latest and most reliable news. They're even supposed to have a running store related to Prince Elizabeth's birthday celebration. But enough about that. Why don't you tell me how you did today? Did you make it to the princess? Today was your last day of the training, wasn't it? Yep, everything went smoothly too. But how did you know about all that, Mr. Reno? In certain sense, both you and Joshua are like celebrities here. Can't be a large person was kind of weird. I shouldn't have expected anything less from the grapevine around here is seriously something to be reckoned with. No kidding, the woman here especially loves gossip. One more thing before you go. This is my way to say congratulations. It's a treat. this supposed to be for? There's a ton of blank pages. It's a recipe book, isn't it? You got it. When you get hurt fighting, if you just limit yourself to eating bombs all the time, it's going to cut pretty deep in the wallet. This is where the recipe will come into play. If you eat fruit to recover your strength instead of basically free. Still, you have all the ingredients anyway, so eat something new, write down what's in it, and you have lots of recipes in no time. So how about we try this out? Go ahead and eat this cookie. Well, I've made it a personal rule to never turn down food. Don't marble cookies. Basically, all of you have to do is eat the food and learn the recipe. It's as simple as that. So traveling about, you should eat whatever food you come across that you haven't had an opportunity to try. That sounds pretty convenient. It's not that I don't like cooking anymore, but it's just that I never seem to get any better. I sure love to be able to increase my repertoire and really shock my dad's taste, but once my life, that's the spirit. And in passing, if you're in need of any ingredients, I'd be delighted to service your cooking. You really know how to solicit your customers, Mr. Raymond. Thank you for the recipe book. Put it in good use. Because the recommended dish at restaurants are usually gourmet sets. Selecting the recipe book and this will be displayed as long as the necessary ingredients are available. The food can be made. There are two types of food: sit-down meals, which must be written on the spot, and two go meals, which can be carried as items. Sit-down meals cannot be carried as items. What? The store required for what? Yeah, that's ja, ist schon ziemlich gut gefüllt. Die letzten Rezepte sozusagen. Der erste ist Tell Joshua I'm better found you too. Oh, hey, I know something. You seem to be incredible. You got a bit of a problem. Yes, he is. He said something about having sort out a bunch of documents. But what's going on? You know, looking Pat, right? Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not loving them. What's wrong? Are they in some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but I just heard from me that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that lies in the northern outskirts of Roland. Tower of Esmeralda, isn't that where supposed to be look around for monsters? That's what they say. Unfortunately, at the moment, Sherazade is out on the place of business, so I want father to put the boys for safety. Interpretable, there's no time for that, Joshua and I will go out. Such a good idea. The two of you only just qualified to be junior princes. With all due respect, I believe that Estelle's judgment is correct in this situation. If the two of us hurry, we may even be able to catch up with the boys before they reach the tower. I understand I will take responsibility for whatever happens. As my majesty requests from the Praeser Guild, I ask that you lose no time. bring you about the safe return of these children. Roger that, understood. At most, tower can be reached by taking the western pass at the junction along the Malaga Trail. You can get on the Malaga Trail through Rome's northwest gate. I'll be on standby at the guild, so if you run into any trouble, you know where to find me. This is our first real job. Come on, Joshua, we don't have any time to lose. I'll be right behind you.
Let's move out!
Meine zweiten Teil, den hatte ich kurz vorm Ende irgendwie. Ich glaube, das heißt da hier Data. Danke für solche Folge gibt. Was 13 oder so. 13. Looks like we come all the way to the Esprits Tower. The sign of the trail suggests that they're all inside. It's quite likely that's the case. Let's go in. It looks like we need to hurry. Right. It's dark in here. I'm scared. Quit being a baby. We're only on the first floor of this place. Did you hear that? I really did come in here. Inhale. Estelle, are you alright? Luke! Pat! If you can hear me now. If you can hear me, answer me now! Those little brats, are they pretending they can't hear me? They might have climbed up to the second floor. Let's hurry and see if we can find them. What are we going to do? Somebody help! Let's go, Joshua. Right, I've got you back. Your monsters go somewhere else. No, no, shoo, leave them alone. Shoo, this. Estelle, what are you doing here? Joshua, you're here to get back, you two. These monsters aren't playing around. You take care of them.
We're good to go.
Looks like that's that. Yeah, I'm glad everyone is safe too. It was great. That was great timing. The way you blitzed those monsters is good. You think so? Safe now. Oh man, that was awesome. You really showed them, Mr. Not bad for a girl. You little twerp. Oh, that hurts. What are you trying to do to me? What's wrong with you? You even dragged poor Pet all the way up here against his will. It's time to think about what you did today. Oh, you're hurting me. Stop it. I said stop it, you violent she-devil. So this is the thanks I get for saving your neck, huh? Looks like it's time to give you some my special discipline. Oh. Alright, Estelle, I'm sorry, everything was all my fault. Estelle, shouldn't be forgiving to others like these teachers at school. This Brad doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick. Estelle, behind you. That's something with teeth, isn't it? Nice monster. I'm not going to make it in time. Huh? Dad, you came. It still lacks skill and understanding. Still, always prepare for unseen danger by sharpening your senses. It's part of what it needs to be praised. Dad, what are you doing here? I just happened to be in town. It's a story from Ina. I give you points for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children, but you failed to follow through completely. I really messed up, didn't I? It's a good thing you showed up when you did. I'm sorry, I should have been watching you back. That just means that you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome exploits is a key. Understood. So how about you at home, everyone? Once more? I think so. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You were like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle. Was my father. Alright, everyone, let's file on out of here. I'm listening to Brian. Er ist so nett, who's the glory hawk? Who's the glory hawk now? I mean, I guess I should be thankful that Dad saved my behind, but why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chaps my hide. That's just the way he is. After all, he's Cassius Bright. It seems like you have had quite a day. That's just unbelievable. The second we get back to Roland, he says, I leave the reporting to you, and takes off for home. The sheer nerve, I tell you. There's no need to make a mountain out of it. At least the boys came back safe and sound. Anyway, that's all there is to report. You did well for the first time. Details. If you report alone, I believe I can command you for a job well done. You should be proud of yourself. You really think so? I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next You do even better on your next job. If anything else comes up, I would appreciate your opinion. Sure. How about we at home too? I guess we better. I've still got dinner to prepare. Would you mind holding on a second? A letter arrived for your father just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, never get a chance to give it to him. Do you think you could deliver it instead? I wonder if small work-related stuff. Hey, Magica, the letter appears to be from one of our foreign branches. One of the guild's foreign branches. Sure, you already know by now that Peru isn't the only country where the Racer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known all across the Samoan continent, so we can expect these kinds of letters from time to time. If you two would be so kind as to make sure that he gets this letter, I would really appreciate it. I'm sure today was tough for your first day as braces, but you had a fine showing. I see you tomorrow. I think this letter addressed to your father is important, so don't forget to give it to him. Hey Joshua, do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skills with the stuff. You know the personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure, but why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah, because of my carelessness, he almost got caught in the middle of dangerous situation, and if that hadn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk doesn't sound like yes, so I know. If we fail today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses. Tomorrow, right? When we're thinking about things that haven't happened yet, it's definitely not like great what you always dreamed of. You can expect to succeed if you let something like what happened today discourage you. Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think the serious expression really suits your face either. You're laughing like a big disc is far more natural. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up. Okay, I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit. I will do this time. Thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to get home and eat. My stomach is just started growling. You're home, Dad. You finished reporting to the guild like you told us to. Good work, kids. Details of your reports will be will affect your pay and rank. Make sure that you always remember to do it. Before I forget, I got that copy of the liberal news. There was this letter for you at the guild too. Liberal news and letter. Well, I'm good to get cleaned up and dinner. Oh, and Dad, thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there. It's your being today. Papa said, daughter's family understood what a great man and father he is. There's no need to hold back. So come and jump into your father's loving arms. In your dreams. It's rare the man in this house. The man in this house. I have one thing in common. I never know when to shut up. Yes, she's not as depressed as I had thought to be. Should be thanking. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do much. I just gave her a push in the right direction. Tell us a resilient girl. Yes, she is, but she still has a long way to go. More than just few stumbling blocks in this line of work. Carrying those obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own two feet. There's that soft side of yours talking again. Oh no! Our ex supposed to explode like that? I guess I shouldn't have gone expecting to make a perfect meal and still try. No wait, cooking is supposed to be about passion, exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now, once more. That daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. I think I go have her with dinner. We don't want her to catch fire again. It's just great. There's no telling when we can expect her to fight ready at the dinner table. Alright then. Let's see what this letter is all about, shall we? Yes, it's got the letters here. Message from the Embronian Empire. What? Wow, this is a surprise. This new dish is what I call the stale exposition of her rice. Be sure to savor every last morsel. I will. Your cooking is this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef. Today certainly has been a busy but great day nonetheless. We qualified as junior appraisers, had our first real assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite eatable. At first I thought I might have to pitch it out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems that the technique won't be necessary tonight. Sometimes it's just so despicably rude that don't you know how to be humble and just say something tastes nice? Alright then, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. You made a splendid meal, Estelle. Thanks, Dad. Wait, business? Are you really leaving again? Yes, something unexpected came up. This time I'm going to be away for a while. Hold on a minute, you're leaving when? Tomorrow morning. What? I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's just too soon. It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there something sort of an incident? Some sort of Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I have to visit a number of places. So it will take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off for no so long. No so long. We have to accept it. It's still Trace's job is to help those who come to us for help. I know, but what are you going to do about all your jobs? Here at the Roland branch, you already accepted a few of them, haven't you? Only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead? What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing? That I am. I have you to do the ones which I think you can accomplish. And I asked Jaroslav to handle the difficult ones, so what do you say? Sure, of course we will. You're okay doing this too, Joshua, right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. Then it's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Einar know about the change of plan before I leave. Alright, I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these drops so we don't tarnish your name while you're gone. Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter, Pepper is so proud. Oh, my dear Lena. Who are who art in heaven, can you see your daughter now? Our little Estelle has grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter, and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I'm only 45, and what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow? The one headed for Granthal or the one headed for Bose? I will be on the one headed for Granthal. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning. That means I have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I better set my alarm clock just in case. Moment, ich habe keinen Kaffee mehr hier. Naja. Ich muss es eben Cola tun. Dad, are you still awake, Joshua? You better hold off on the liquor or still will get mad again. It's just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? And perhaps actually what I should be saying here is don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Shara who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or two. It's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire? It sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Erebonian embassy to see what turns up. Understood. I make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind that she'd be a first-class bracer. Yet, at present, she like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, the same thing can be said for you too. It's already been 5 years since you became a part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. Yes, it should have seemed that way. About what you said back then, are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? Me keeping my word is what defines who I am. I can do something as simple as that. I don't know how I could live with that. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize, but I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, especially the past 5 years, Estelle and I will always be a family, no matter what may befall you. Thanks, Dad. Prologue: A Father's Love, A New Beginning. The Legend of Heroes trails in the sky. Well, it looked like it's time for me to report my flight. Still don't do anything I wouldn't do myself. Not to be a handful for Joshua either. So it's time I heard you. Ready. How about you try not to go overboard yourself with your own work? getting any younger, you know. That's what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. So shows that it's very about placing all this work on your shoulders at the last minute. He's totally slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job these days. There's no need to be honest. You do not need to make your life. Please keep an eye on these two. Just leave that to me. It's tidying up the reins and looks fun. It's still fun. I definitely understand the way you think. It's all about. Looks to me like you usually understand. Master me. Bound airliner Linde will departing shortly. All passengers please aboard the airship. Better take the seat. Have a great trip then. You take care of everything here while you go. Good. I'm not sure everywhere you will be going, but don't forget to bring the back a me a little fancy something. Hey, no, this trip is focusing on the letter. I have only money left over as I'm missing about it, so right into the good. You've got it, yeah. Come on, you two. There's no need to fix it down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's gonna ask you this time, but when it comes to your father, you'll have it done before you know it. Not too statue as well. You've always been away more than at home. Alright. If you say so, anyway, I'm going to get to work on this. Those jobs are on the left for me, but if you run into any trouble, will do. But first, I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what you're capable of doing first through your paces. Alright, if you insist, I will let you that with Joshua taking long, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks. Do our best. What do you want to do now instead? Shall we go stop by the dude? Yeah, we should probably talk to him. Let's go. Das ist schon gehabt haben. Oh, good morning, it's time Joshua. If I've already left yet, just early. That's why we came here to find about the jobs you left for us. Sure. There are a total of 3 jobs I have lined up for you. For the first one, I'd like you to head out to the farm west of here. The farm west of here is that where you live. Theo or C. I've heard the name before. Theo Perthel. He was one of our classmates at Sunday school. He also Perthel's farm owner's daughter. Oh really? It's actually a Perthel farm that wouldn't just exterminate. Are they really having problems with that? Fortunately, nobody has been hurt. Therefore, the guild received an extermination request. I never would have expected something like that to happen. Okay, we'll head outside right here. Texas was here. This document certifies that the dispatch wasn't good. Please go to the owner of the farm. We already know his use farming pretty well, so I don't think this is necessary. We take this just in case. It's a shiny rock. I'd like someone to hunt me a shiny rock. Please speak to me directly for details. I think I might have dropped the burns out metal saber factory. Huge main road monster. A furious monster known as Pine Planet. It's a huge main road. Place this one is requested to deal with this tragic injury. So it's really weird. Oh, excuse me, but can I ask you something? I didn't see a shiny rock around here. Where did you shiny rock? Yeah, that's right. That's the rock. So didn't see a rock. That's that line. I think that's something I don't recall thinking of something like that. You know where I might drop it? My mom was calling for me, so I ran over to the general goods store. I had it in my hand at the time, but when I came back here to the store, the state good store, you must have been in the store. Right? Did you look in front of the store? Obviously, it's the first place I looked. You don't need to treat me like a kid, you know. Why aren't you a charmer? Well, I already asked you if I can help find the jobs sooner or later. If you happen to come across it, give me one of anyway. What's the matter? I wonder what that is. Something shining down there through the sewer gate. You're right, it looks like something must have fallen through. These tourists don't tell me you forgot about the sewer. It's many months in this place alright, those they're doing the practical training, right? The entrances to the sewers should be just behind the chapel. If you're so interested in what's down there, then how about we check it out a little later? Sure, let's do that. Ja, ich würde sagen, das machen wir gleich.
We're good to go.
Okay. What's wrong? Mechanics-Mod. It's made acceptable to run. About it later. We did picture. Guess you're right. I know one person who tried to stay here. No.
Piece of cake.
Hey, is that rock? Is that the rock you've been looking for? Yep, this is the one I'm shiny rock. Hey, don't you have something else to say before you complain? Best advice is right. Already paid your money to the kid. Therefore, it's the guy to write the complaint. What's the problem? Calm down, let's tell he's just a kid. Words is what you were looking for, right? Yeah, that's the one. This rock is really cool. That's yeah. Some kind of growth. It's chipped so it doesn't function anymore. I see. So this rock belonged to an orphan. What's wrong? You seem a bit out of it. I'm glad you found it. I guess that's about it. That's me. I almost forgot he takes us. It's used to be telling me they held but they're kind of bitter, so I guess. Anyway, I appreciate what you did for me today. Seriously, what a cheeky little kid. I'm sure it's a difficult age for me. But I wonder why he was searching for the reward. What do you mean? Now that you mention it, it does seem a little strange. But oh well, everyone has something they think is important. True, words couldn't be spoken. Perhaps that kid has an interest in ornaments. I, for one, don't see what's so interesting about those really complex gadgets. My brain goes numb just thinking about it. Except for the fact that you have to get used to them sooner or later. You would be able to fulfill your job. Trey said you can't use one. Alright, I try. Good work. Seems like you completed your objective without any problem. If you have other jobs, please come back and report again. Nee, das ist nicht die Milch. Das ist der Elysee Highway.
We're good to go.
Just inside, just back. It's yeah.
We're good to go. Let's move out.
Piece of cake.
Ja gut, für mich spiele ich so hauptsächlich auch nochmal wegen der Story und später bei Seid 2 und so. Das wird noch knackig genug, beziehungsweise auch hier im Endgame. No matter when we come, this place is always so tranquil. It's hard to imagine monsters running amok here that they do not sense anything out of the ordinary either. Anyway, let's go ask someone here to fill us in more details. I wonder if tea is home today. Hey Tio, it's been a while, hasn't it? Estelle and Joshua too. Did you guys come for a visit? No, exactly, we are in Bracer business. We heard that you've been having some trouble with monsters. Estelle and Joshua explains that he did his father's work because of his way. All your training, that's wonderful news. Maybe you can help after all. So there really are monsters giving you trouble, huh? Regrettably, that's been the case the past several days now. Thanks to which I'm suffering from a lack of sleep, which means the monsters only come out at night. You're Very perceptive, Joshua. It'd be better if you got all the details from my father, so I imagine you should be back from delivering the milk and vegetables anytime now. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Purcell. How's everyone getting on these days? Well, isn't this town, Joshua? What brings you to our neck of the woods? Did you come to see Tina? We were actually just chatting with her outside. To tell you the truth, we're here on an errand today from the Fraser Guild. Still, and Mr. Purcell, the guild rival, Joshua explains that they are taking over for their father while he's away. Is that so? But don't you think this job is a little dangerous for just the two of you to handle? I agree. I feel terrible if one of you were to get hurt. Don't sweat it. We're praisers after all. Taking care of monsters is right up our alley. The guild has even authorized us to carry out this task. If you wouldn't mind leaving it to us, we'd be more than grateful. Well, alright then, go ahead and have it. Thank you very much, Mr. Purcell. And could you tell us a little more about that monster that have been wrecking our fields? I haven't been able to get a clear look at one yet, but they seem to... Hi Sandro, wie geht's? Wie geht's? Wie steht's? Ja, mir geht's auch gut soweit. Ich werde jetzt nur gleich, gut, die Quest mache ich hier noch fertig und dann werde ich erstmal auch wieder Schluss machen, weil ich habe nachher noch einen Termin und wollte nochmal eine kurze Pause einlegen. Seem to resemble something like a chubby cat. As far as I can tell, there are 4 appear at night and raid our fields, groaning on anything they can get their crabby little paws on. They don't seem threatening exactly, but they're extremely nimble. We've tried many times to capture them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail. Sounds like a pretty strange bunch of creatures, if you ask me. Since they only appear under the cover of night, we'll have to wait for it to get dark. Then how about taking a load off until then? I assume you're also being joining us for dinner, right? You said the magic word. You bet I will. I'm a huge fan of your cooking, Miss Purcell. I can read. You sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of time toiling in the kitchen, and for that I rip you up something special that live up to your expectations. Oh, that was delicious. Your mom's cooking is so good as ever to you. It's because she gets excited to cook whenever we have guests over from meals. Feel really bad for Joshua though. His little one's jumping all over him like that. It's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch onto him a lot. If anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that the children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, don't you? He's definitely courageous, and maybe even a tad reserved, but if you get to know him, he's really caring young man. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it too gives him points in my book. You really think so? Think about it. With those striking facial features, mysterious amber eyes, and lush black hair, it's only natural that he'd be a target for all the young girls. Is Joshua really that popular? Are you blind as hell? Or has it that more than just a few girls have asked to go out with him? I heard that he turned them all down, though. I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't know how I should even begin to describe his secretive nature after hearing this, but how utterly cruel of him not to confide in me. If you were a boy, I imagine it would be a different story, but as a girl, I don't think that's something he would talk to you about. And the fact that you haven't fallen for him yourself is beyond me. Huh? Why would I? Gerade noch so gerettet sozusagen. Estelle, you're in there, aren't you? It's about time to do our rounds. Alright, I'm coming. I will be back after Joshua and I get the job done, Theo. I'd like to continue this conversation, is that okay? Oh, alright, be careful out there. So. That girl, she's either completely out of touch with matters of the heart or just plain dance. Poor Joshua, he really has his work cut out for him. It seems as though the monsters always show up about this time. We better get outside and take a look around. What's going on, Estelle? I've got to ask Joshua, you don't happen to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do you? Come on now. Where are you coming up with this stuff? Since you came to live with us, we've always done everything together, right? Even though we've had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now. And what I mean to say is, I've come to think of you as family in every sense of the word. So if there's ever anything on your mind you'd like to talk about, I'm available to let you hear. You know about things like trouble with your love life and whatnot. What are you trying to say? Nothing, just want to let you know that I'm here to listen if you have something to talk to, that's all. Let's hurry up and get out there so we can kick some monster butt. What kind of nonsense is Theo putting into that girl's head? Secrets, Wow, it's really dark outside. There, here in the countryside. So, Joshua, how do you think we should go about making the rounds? Let's see, how about we start by checking around the house first and then move on to the fields, stables, greenhouses. We should be able to cover the entire farm by doing this way. Alright, let's go. Should have figured monsters wouldn't bother coming in here. The glow of the ornament sure gives this place a romantic ambience. Makes me feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here. You're definitely this Estelle. At least it's better than being danced like someone I know. Awfully quiet, all I hear are bugs chirping. It doesn't look as if they've shown up yet. I wonder if they're aware of our presence. Hey Joshua, did anyone ever tell you that story as a kid? You know, the one about babies being born in a cabbage patch? Now there's another question entirely out of the blue. I know I was told about an angel with silver wings who delivers them Interesting. This explanation for where babies come from differs depending on the region. But we get back to work. Okay. Ich weiß schon gar nicht, in welche Feld. Die Stelle habe ich nicht durchgeguckt. No monsters here. Alright, let's keep look. Meow. It's getting away. Hey, get back here, you little furball. I can still sense its presence staying put on the farm for the moment. Real good, because it's about to get caught. I got it. I think it's time to teach this critter lessons. He is very job when he starts to stay alert. Don't let him got him. Nein. Man muss doch noch mal Sachen zu übernehmen.
Let's move out.
Weil ansonsten ist es fürs Zuschauen, glaube ich, ein wenig spannend. Wenn das alles One-Kills sind, zumindest das Großteil des Spiels für. You kids have done a fine job rounding up the scooters. See, it was nothing really I wanted to ask you, so now that I've been caught, what do you plan on doing with them? I don't think they cause any more trouble. Now that we've given the critters a good thrashing, I don't think they cause any more trouble. As hell, how is that going to benefit anyone if shows these creatures any mercy now? We're here to do a job by exterminating these monsters, remember? But in any case, we're here to do a job in that place. If the same thing happens again, what will you have to say for yourself? I see where you're getting at, but you know it was only some vegetables that were damaged, so what do you think about letting it slide this time? You know, after taking a beating like that, I'm sure they learned their lesson. Theo, Miss Perzel, but in this case, as long as suggest otherwise, I myself, I'm against killing them too. Whether it is us or them, the fact of the matter is we are all living beings, trying to survive on the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of those creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but would you mind sparing these critters just once? Understood. Since this is coming from the ones who suffered the actual loss, I won't object to your request. I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. No idea to come all the way up there. Make sure the reinforce fence and devise a way to prevent this from happening again. And then that's it. Alright, you critters, you better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram. Well, I consider this matter closed. Tonight has been a long night, so how about we head back to the house and hit the sack? Two of you are more than welcome to spend the night. Sounds good to me. I appreciate your hospitality. man, I'm beat. It's really late, so how about we hit the sack? Joshua, it's wrong. I'm sorry. I made the situation really awkward for everyone. Are you talking about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee you nobody saw anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's. No, it wasn't. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent. That's all. Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. Like you and Tiro, I don't feel any compassion. It's at times like this that I really begin to lose myself. Almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Maybe some part of me, my heart is broken. Something. Joshua, don't you dare to say things like that about yourself. Estelle, I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years, and I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. Probably even more than yourself. I would allow you to just disregard everything with a bunch of nonsense. I don't ever want to hear you say you're broken again. I'm sorry, it was foolish of me to say that. As long as you understand what I said, that's what really matters. But you know what? Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt. Why? Your real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whenever you are troubled or worried, just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything by yourself. That's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family. Joshua, you were able to lay bare your own weaknesses today. You learned to trust in someone other than yourself, and for that I'm happy. I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you can just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that. A whole lot more where that came from. But how about we call it a night after all this endless running around? I'm ready to drop. Alright then, have a good night, Estelle. Thanks. You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight. Thank you both, it is all great service. Once again, I apologize for this not turning out the way they should have. Please don't worry about it anymore. We're able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If there's anything else we can help you with in the future, please let's praise a go now. That'd definitely be the first place we contact. Come and visit again sometimes when you're free, okay? We'd love to have you over for the night again when things are convenient for you. I treat you to some of my best cooking next time you come. Thanks for the invitation. Trio, Miss Brazel. We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when your workload settles down. Alright, how about we head back to the guild? After we report this one, we can start over the next plan. To the next one.
We're good to go.
Bounce a little more, but let's give a brief report in detail. We're giving a rundown of lines and events I see, so I ended up setting the monsters of because Pat's family requested him to do so. It was I would pursue the matter any further. Okay, to leave things inside the vision of press is not it's to protect civilians and uphold justice. However, there are many ways we can protect those around us. There are as many forms of justice as there are stars in the heavens. As a razor, it's your job to be able to discern these things. Indeed, your work is very that's because we're hard disputes arise to become a silent razor stuff more than common strengths as well. Mind and flexible problem solving skills are also required. Sharp mind and problem solving skills serious road. This big league sounds a lot deeper than you originally thought. Yeah, but then your only choice is to devote yourself to working hard every day. And since you're both here, why don't I give you the details of your next job? Those other words I've been waiting to hear. I'm ready for anything. So. What you got lined up for us this time? Another monster that needs. No, this time it's the next job on the team, the transportation of goods. It says your client is none other than Major Klaus himself. Will you request for the mayor? Do you think it'd be able to write leaving such an important task upon us? From what I've heard, it's a pretty simple job. In any case, I'd like you to speak with the mayor directly about the job details. Okay, aber wie gesagt, ich mache jetzt hier mal einen Punkt erstmal. Und Kamera groß. Ja. Ich hoffe, es hat Spaß gemacht beim Zusehen. Und wir sehen uns morgen wieder. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich da auch schon mal mit Trails weitermache oder ob ich noch eins der anderen Spiele dann erstmal vorziehe. Aber mal gucken, sehen wir dann. Also bis dann, macht's gut.